So we have February 17th, 2025. We got reading in the Bible in the year. We read today Leviticus 4, 5, and 6. And we are familiar now with, more familiar with the sacrifices. We've got more instructions on how to sacrifice, when to sacrifice. And again, a lot of repetition in how this is laid out. We've got instructions on the high priest sin. If the high priest sins, do this. If the entire Israelite community sins, do this. If the Israel leader sins, do this. The common people sin. The people bring sin as a sheep as a sin offering. You got so different concessions for how it's done. Sins requiring a sin offering. Procedures for the guilt offering. Concessions for if you cannot afford where'd it go? Whatever animal it is that you need to, you can do 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, or if you can't afford that, 2 quarts of choice flour. But if that's the sin offering, don't put olive oil in it like you would a peace offering or a regular burnt offering. But sin offerings have to be treated differently. Procedures for the guilt offering. Sins requiring the guilt offering. And again, the guilt offering, that's a pretty severe sin in my simple mind. That boy, we would punish somebody, would put them in prison for a guilt offering. They would have to go to prison, so they would pay for that with their time. And they're saying pay it back with 20%, but also we're gonna kill an animal over this. And the burnt offering, the grain offering, how to handle that, the ordination offering, the sin offering. And all these things don't change the heart or help the heart. Where Jesus offerings himself, right? These sins are just, they have to go through the process. But Jesus paying that price has taken care of this. His blood is what has paid for this. We no longer have to do these procedures and processes. We have Jesus, and he enters us and does the cleansing work as well, which is, there's no cleansing in this. It's just a process to go through. But Jesus cleanses us. But we have to die to ourselves too. We have to give up our own desires and seek after him. Die to yourself. Live for Jesus. It's better than any sin offerings or any offerings we could have. The process, think about what it takes to kill a young bull or a sheep or a goat or even a turtle dove. And so the priest could eat of that a little bit, but a lot of it had to be taken care of right then, and they had to eat that in a certain place, and it was all very structured and laid out as far as how things had to be done. So Jesus is a far better way.